Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new save on Farming Simulator. And I have to say, I have got a story for you guys. This is going to be one of the most epic saves we've ever done. And I have to do a little bit of talking here at the beginning to give you an understanding of the storyline of this farm. And that's right, it's a farm. It kind of looks like a mess right now. So here's the storyline. Imagine that there was once a farm in this area, and that farm was built in the early 1990s. And the farmer who built that farm went out and purchased a bunch of equipment. I'm not going to tell you the brand just yet. You'll see here in a minute. That farmer purchased a bunch of equipment. Unfortunately, as sometimes happens with farming, they did not have the best luck. And their farm it went belly up. It was not successful. This land went into bank ownership. It's not been kept up. It went into bank ownership. And so our character, which, I'm terrible at role playing, so I'm not going to be like, gee willikers, I'm this guy. But our character just purchased this land for $500,000. And the storyline is this guy, he lives in the city, and he purchased this farm on one of those crazy auctions. You guys have probably been to these websites, right? Where there's these crazy options that have like a couple that have a couple pictures of land, and you're like, oh, that looks great. I'm going to buy some Ohio farmland. And all this guy has to his name is this truck, which is being leased. It's a pretty nice truck. We'll drive it a lot, so you'll get to see that later. And this house, and the farm came as is. So I'm gonna walk the ground here a little bit and give you a sense. You can see how overgrown it is. We're gonna have to spend a lot of time. Okay, here's our first equipment shed that we can see. Let's check out what is in here. I thought about doing this like it's some big secret barn find, but really, at the end of the day, this is equipment from this guy's early 90s farm. So what do we have here? Deutz Alice 9170. In case anyone is wondering, yes, this is an American spec. Okay, we've got Deutz Alice. We've got a cultivator. We've got a spreader and a sprayer. Okay, we can take care of our crops. I don't quite see where there's a field to plant crops, but we can do that. And I thought I saw the top of a building over here somewhere. All right, we've got a building over here with another tractor. Okay, so there's two tractors that come with this farm. This one is the White Field Boss 2110 with a front loader with a pallet fork on it. That's good. Got this. Does this open? Feel like I heard it opening. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it animates. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I wonder if there's an actual repair trigger in that. Well, we'll have to look at that later. And then here's a new idea spreader. So is anybody gonna make your guess? Here's our brand. It's AGCO. So AGCO made white tractors, Deutz Alice, and new idea spreaders. A few other things. There's a big one here we're coming up on soon. So this looks like a slurry spreader, and this looks like a planter. That's good. That'll be helpful to have a planter. Here's the old barn. I don't think we'll fix this up. I think this old girl's gonna have to come down. We'll see if we can make plans for that. And then here's the road out to the highway. Looks like somebody has been keeping this mowed. So maybe we can either put a field up here, or maybe we could get some grass growing and have a grass crop, something like that. Oh, here we go. Here is the mother of them all when it comes to AGCO, the Gleaner, the Allis-Chalmers Gleaner Combine. Very nice. Very nice. So we've got the big ticket item of the Combine and 2 tractors. So we have $20,000 in the bank account. There are a few other smaller implements around here that I've seen walking through. So we've got a water tank there. We've got a tedder and a mower, so we can make hay. Now, I did have a phone call from the dealer that said that there's a baler there that was a part of this farm that got taken in for repairs, and then no one ever came to claim it. But since I purchased the farm, I can go claim it. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'll haul the baler home. I think, yeah, I have a hitch here. So I'll go haul the baler home, and you guys can see a little more of this map. This is the Ohio Ridgelands map, in case you didn't pick up on that. And when we get back, you know, you've seen a good bit of the farm up here. It goes back to that tree line back there, and maybe we'll do some mowing, and maybe we can try to put in a field or 2. I don't know. So this is a township-owned lane here, so we're not permitted to do any surfacing or anything on this. But I did think one of the first things I would like to do is get some gravel. Is this the way I want to go? Let's check the map. So our field is down here. I'm very confused. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Actually, the store is not far at all. See where they put our baler. I see it over on this side. Not far at all. And you might be thinking, oh, there's an Allis-Chalmers. Is that part of your farm? Oddly enough, that was just on this side. Oh, really? Is it not going to let me haul it? Oh, well. Well, they'll let me hook up. Whether we can haul it has to do with horsepower. Oh, we're fine. Good. Yeah, so that Allis-Chalmers is not part of the playthrough. In fact, it's probably pretty close to the time period. I could go get one of those if I wanted to, but let's go ahead and take this road, this driveway here. I don't think this will fit in the barn, so we'll go ahead and bring this up around to the other shed. As you can tell, things are kind of in disarray here, so we're gonna have a fair bit of work to do. There's like little pieces of fence here and there. There's a lot going on. I'm not entirely sure what the best course of action is. We have a mower over here. I was thinking about just hopping in the Deutz and seeing if we can mow some of these big bushes out. If that won't work, well, I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we could whoa. If this doesn't work, maybe we can use the cultivator. Wrong button. There we go. So, well, that's good. It's cutting this grass at least. It did not clear those those bushes, and it does not appear to be clearing those bushes either. All right. Well, that's a GG. I was hoping to at least clear our yard here, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. Blessing in disguise, as they say, because this will force us to think about our layout here. I think maybe for the next episode, maybe we'll go ahead and call the fire department and have them do a practice burn and get rid of this barn. So if we have them do that, where would we want our barn? If we build a new one, where would we want that? We've got this here. You know what? It's silly because I don't have any intention of putting in a proper field, but I think I might use that cultivator to clear some of these weeds in the middle, if it'll work. Come on. There's plenty of land here for us to make money on. We can do a field or two. We could probably put in some animals. Well, does it do anything if I just drop it down? No, it does nothing. So I have to do create fields. We may have to do some of this clearing off recording. Why are we spending money? What did we spend $4 on? I haven't purchased anything. Anyways, let's go ahead and come down here. Okay, so we have some bees over here. Get honey at pallet location. 75 meters. So I've not done bees on this game. Animals. Oh, those are, shoot. Well, I didn't realize that those were a part of the save. So the bees don't show up here? Do I need to buy something in here? Or does the honey just spawn? Since it says get honey at pallet location. So it'll spawn here once they make some, I hope. Anyways, we're probably going to have to... I wonder if it might make more sense to put our barn down here along this edge of our property. And then when that's torn down, we can put in a field up here. Although these guys are going to be, plus we've got this little hillside. I don't know. None of this is working out quite like I had envisioned. I think that's going to be a common theme here for this guy that came out here from the city into the country hoping that he'd be able to just become a homesteader or something. Let's go make a field out back. Let's do that. There's all these people on YouTube that go and make something of themselves. They get sick of the city life, go make something of themselves, but there's a lot more to that work than people might think. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this down and press Y to create fields. So maybe it's not working because it's already designated as a field? Yeah, okay. So because I painted that texture over it, it's not letting me do what I wanted to do. Alright, well. That's pretty much botched. I'll try buying a plow. Man, I play this game like I'm a city slicker that doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, so this one will let me do create fields. Interesting. Alright, so maybe all is not lost. Maybe all is not lost. Looks like another driveway down here, which is odd because I think all that's that way is woods. Maybe they did some logging around here at some point. But I don't want to get into that road if I can help it. And I don't want to get too far up close to the house. So maybe we'll do something like this. It's weird that that barn is not rendering in properly, so it's kind of ruining the roleplay in that regard as well. I wish I could say I'm surprised. These things just seem to happen when you use mods. That's why it's so remarkable that some of the farm sim YouTubers are able to be as consistent as they are with storylines and playthroughs and all that. So this will be a nice size little field down here to get our first grain crop in, since we have a weird mix of things, because we have a planter that would allow us to plant corn, but we have a combine for grain crops that doesn't have a corn header, so we have to sort that out. Okay, so it is rendering now. Wanted to show you guys, we have this old truck. If you happen to follow my main social media, you would have seen this truck and this shot earlier. But believe it or not, this is a mod that you can. It's not just a placeable. You could actually drive that. So I don't know if we'll pull it out of the weeds and try to drive it at some point or not, but I'm gonna guess that maybe there was another garage of some kind down here, or maybe they hauled this down here with the intention of doing some logging with it. But I don't think, yeah, that's not considered our property, and it doesn't appear to be purchasable. That one is, but it's way more than we'll ever be able to afford, and so is that one. So there's this one, it's 57,000. If we really want to do timber work, we could probably do that, which would be up there. But we might go all the way to the end here. We do a field expansion later. But we don't have to worry about that right now. We'll just keep on moving. The nice thing is, even though we had to go and buy this chisel plow, at least it's getting the job done, and our Deutz Allis here doesn't seem to have a problem with the work, and I think the white is just as powerful, if not a little bit more powerful. So that's great. It's great to have. And we'll get, a couple fields going, I hope. We don't really want to be in the backyard of the house, but I really wish that brush hog would have worked. I was looking forward to clearing ground today and not necessarily plowing in a field today. But you guys that play this game know how it goes. Sometimes things work one day and then they don't the next. So but we're gonna make something of this place. Our little kind of half hillside, and we'll see about getting a tool that will allow us to clear some of these bushes so we can have a main yard and decide where we want to put a potential new construction barn, which we won't be doing anytime soon. There's no barns you can buy out there for $17,000. We have a loan of $500,000 to deal with, which was the cost of the land. We're fortunate that we got the equipment that we have, so we're going to use this over the next several years to build up from essentially scratch, negative scratch, less than scratch, and we have to make payments on our truck. So we don't even have that. So if you guys are on board with this, you want to watch me try to turn this farm into something special, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe on the channel, and I'll see you next week for the next installment of our AgCo farm here on Ohio Richlands. Bye for now.